I believe we can do this thing called starting, I hope. And of course, if we speak of starting, we speak of everything else that is strongly associated. One thing I did that I may consider very funny, besides of course crushing the shit out of like yesterday. It's what I mean. I had a legendary crash out yesterday on stream, thanks to the lo and behold inevitable bloody enormous, just gigantic loss streak, which has brought us back to the position we are in, like essentially losing everything that the previous 2 weeks we have, in quotations, worked for, the numbers wise on ranked. But you know what I realized? That's for the better, because it means we can have this journey once again. And as you understand, as you know, it is the journey that matters, and the friends we make along the way. Also, I have to apologize for being late today, but we have a storm coming, and I had to make sure that the weather is not going to rob me blind, because the robbing part, you know, like the clouds are dark, the racism is approaching, and it's very possible that wind, or, you know, yes, wind will just take something and go away with it. I finally managed to cook up a video, though it's very low on editing, and it's going to go up tomorrow. And from what I have gathered, there seemed to be no issue whatsoever with drops. So we will be able to have drops and everything else. But also what I will try to do, hold on, I have an idea that might be not specifically good, but idea nonetheless, which is I will try to make spear staff as the topic of like today's fruitless attempts at making the game not throw me out of the window. I hope it's something that we can all agree it's going to be morbidly funny when we get to it. So, as you know, is staff. The staff and spear. Too soon, you say? Maybe. Maybe. It's always. Remember, it's always too soon. The one thing that you learn when you try to, like, tell people about flight logs and about, what's his name? About buildings in New York, it's always too soon. Why do people always vote for trash maps? That's, Tasha, because in human nature, raccoon represents taste. And raccoon represents taste because people just love trash. I mean, after all, you understand this. You are in my Twitch chat. Damn it. It appears I have been bested. Bested by a man. Or a woman, or something. It's Condi Doodoo. Happens. Comically speaking, this build is probably going to be stronger next patch because of the thing. No. I mean, if you strongly want me to go away, I can go away. But it would be the best for, I think, all of us if we quickly chipped at him a little more. Okay. Oh no, I don't have the cooldown. Never mind. It is not good, but it's better. And that's all I care about. If it's better than yesterday, then it means it's going in the good direction. And because the Earth is round, every direction is good. It's not like in music world, there is one direction. But in real world, there is like infinite possibility of directions. You just have to, you know, embrace the possibilities. I'm afraid we're getting severely gapped on the map, which is, it's okay. We are doing this thing called optimizing. It is a process. You can just believe in the process. I should definitely not use that relic anymore, because it seems strongly, yeah, I forgot that this does not work anymore. Ever since Bro got ouch. The amount of condition application we got is still getting me. Update tomorrow, right? Yes. And from what I have noticed, who the shit are you? Like, why would you want to duel with me? Like, you see what I'm doing. This is some sort of, I don't know, psyop gaming. I'm terrified. It seems there's no good way out of here. I have, what's his name? One barbaric idea. We could do this terrible thing, you know, the most evil thing in existence, called playing a good spec. In which case it should, to an extent, fulfill our need for not sucking ass, but it is something I'm strongly debating in my mind. What's the build? It's experimental bullshit. So far, we're back to experimental bullshit Because from what I see, yeah, the Phantom Bullet Catcher, it's the heck. Yeah, there is no point fighting that, unfortunately, and we are down a man. Someone's mental has crumbled. So comically speaking, I have not noticed any like artificial roadblock that would stop me from actually trying to play the... Sorry, to play it, to like... Jesus, I'm very eloquent. I haven't noticed anything that would suggest that I will not be able to have drops on stream enabled for tomorrow and the days after. So hopefully, very hopefully, that will be okay. And of course, besides the fact that every single living, breathing soul will flock to the Big Mac Man, probably for the entire duration of the thing, I will at least be able to provide something, possibly, for the people who, I don't know, prefer suffering with me. But hey, let's rethink the strategy. Berserker does not seem to work well, but we could either go Spellbreaker and do something funny with that, or we could pivot into something even more absurd. How do you think? This path to victory is decent, but it's not, how I'd say, not quite what I would want it to be. We could play something more like this, and then we could even pivot into core. Especially if we run something in like this, that would give us a lot of sustain. And a lot of CC, we could be potentially be able to like drop people, like push people out of nodes. But in which case I would more likely run aggressive onslaught. Probably with body blows and this. So we have quite a nice thingy, and we would run probably some different relic, maybe Claw. Let's try Claw for a second. Because if we run this, we will have a lot from CC, and we will generally be moving well. So Relic of a Claw should be able to keep us moving. Question, is the meta going? Yes, meta is going. Hold on. Which way is the faster way? Let's try to catch the meta before we queue again into PvP. Because, I don't know if you noticed, what's their name? There is, first of all, meta event challenge for in the Wizard's Vault. Secondly, Wizard's Vault resets tomorrow, and there's going to be new fresh shit that's worthless, but also a lot of garbage that is kind of worth something. So we would probably want the stuff that's... Okay, I'm positive. Hope it's not the new hentai virus that's making me positive. Would be kind of a bad news. Why are you doing PvE? Because nobody can stop me? That is a magical thing that I noticed. That, you know, Ops will tell you, you cannot do something, but you can. They just suck and don't know what they're talking about. This is the magic of pretending that you're good. You can do what you want. Is it that bad? No, queues exist in PvP, so you always have downtime. So if you still have downtime, like you can just, you know, in queue, look at some PvE bullshit and do the PvE bullshit. Especially that PvE is quite decent since, what's his name? Visions of Eternity. It does not suck. I suck, but PvE does not, for some reason. Like, I know it's still strange, but, like, it's true. It doesn't suck as much as I do. I don't have downtime. Yeah, maybe. But you know that there's a difference between you and me. The difference being I have skill issue. Incredible skill issue. And my skill issue is overbearing. And no one can perceive or compare to my skill issue. My skill issue is superior. And so I have everything. Everything that my kind desires. Let's drop the banner over there. Like, what's worse that's gonna happen? Oh hey look, a human. Dead body on the floor. Get touched. Look at this bullshit. They have to do something about this. Like, it just makes no discernible sense. Just how grossly over bullshit the bullshit is. Just can't see shit. It's great. Okay. And it's gone. And just like that, we're back in queue. I'm worst at everything, yes, including being worst at everything. Pirate fit for HMS Divinity, lol. Kind of. The drops are shit anyway. They are, that's correct. But drops are always something. The quality of drops is, what's his name? It is the fault of ArenaNet and nobody else. So, like, don't blame yourself, blame the game. Shit, I should have picked those first. Now I have to figure something out. Take, no, I need to take one more. Okay. Now I should be able to do more. Pirate outfit is awful. It's not some new outfit which I doubt. We got separate skins for pirate fit with this expec anyway. Correct. We did. And the skins are better than the outfit. That's another funny thing. What's his name? The fact that the pirate thingy, Q popped. The fact that the pirate skins we got are better than the outfit and they're giving out the outfit is kind of funny. Like, they could, with Twitch drops, at least commit to giving, like, one store exclusive item for people. Which is not the outfit. That sucks. Because the outfit sucks. We'll try this. Hi CC, a bit decent on healing. Should not be that bad. It should be as well some more damage than the previous one. We could also try this setup with Spellbreaker, but I kind of, in quotations, appreciate discipline for Spellbreaker because of the cooldown reduction. Okay, Q, what is wrong? Why are you like this? Okay. Oh. Report. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. A little moment there. Ah, yes, I recall. I remembered what I was trying to set up earlier, and I forgot. There is an extension that helps with like recording and streaming at the same time, and I was trying to like figure out how that works. Unfortunately, me and technology are two sworn enemies, if you know what I say. If you know what I mean. You belong in a wood chipper, you dinosaur. Pow, pow. Bam. Bam. I missed. I missed again. Missed both times. Bam. Bam, bam. Bam. Let's go. We get more resources. We got separate skins. Yes, we got. I read that before. I'm getting lost. Every time we just... every time I just stop thinking for like 0.5 seconds, I lose my train of thought. And because my train of thought, like in and of itself, is a Swiss cheese, like mental kaput. It's just, I lose my train of thought all the time. It's easy, just don't start thinking. You would think that way, but unfortunately, you wouldn't. But unfortunately, like, if you don't start thinking, then like your brain automatically assumes that you just stopped thinking every second, like every like refresh rate. And because you're not thinking, and your mind is not performing any actions, the bandwidth is not kept by anything, so refresh rate is very fast, because like as I said, the mental capacity isn't used on anything, so it just refreshes all the time, and so you just keep losing the train of thought over and over and over and over again on a just maximum possible speed. So that way you just blue screen all the time. That's why you should use the bandwidth by thinking about not thinking. Yes, but that requires thinking, which pretty much, completely invalidates the idea of not thinking. If you're thinking about not thinking, you're thinking. So you end up just, still thinking. And that's why our existence is pain. Yes, it is. You would think that I think, therefore I am. But the problem is that I think that I think, but I don't really think. But because I don't really think, and I think that I think, I end up thinking, and therefore I am not. I know it's complicated, and it's bullshit, and it's generally lies, and I just made it up, but that's true. That's just how it works. I don't make the rules. I just lie about them. You are, therefore I am, for I am in your head. Core not. Like, correct, but not. Core not. Why wouldn't you just... ready up, man? We got to lose some games. Ready up. You are to blame. Skill issue. You cannot blame me for my own failures. Who do you think I am? That's actually a good question. Who do you think I am? Who do I think I am? And in spite of what I think, who I really am? Am I who I think I am? Or do I think that I am who I am? Which came first? The thought of there being, or the being? Do I have thoughts if I don't have thoughts? Am I therefore bitchless if I do not have thoughts? Even if the thoughts are only in my mind?
They've taken the bazaar from you. The dock's been captured.
So what's in your head? In your head. He charged the Dragon Slash. We are done. We have failed. We have lost the game. He charged the Dragon Slash. Oh wow, that actually hit for quite a while. Quite a lot. Hit for a decent amount. If I get skill issued by a King Hammer Blade Swan, I'm going to crash out extra hard. And I currently am getting capped by Hammer Blade Swan.
You've taken the archway.
Imagine losing to Blade Swan in a year of our Lord 2026. Yeah, you would have to be me. Because apparently I'm just built different. Built wrong. Built stupid. Built incorrectly. Built straight up jorking it. Okay. I finally landed something. What stats do I have on this? PvP wise? What stats do I have on equipment? That's Berserker. That should be good. Or at least decent. Rune of the Lynx is not very good, but... Brother... Okay. That was nice. That was... funny little... Where is that Harrier Toss? 7000 damage Harrier Toss. That should be okay. I did not crit, okay. It's not that bad, but also... The idea is not bad, but I am...
The dock's been captured.
Let me see if I can... Let's say... enhance this bullshit. Yes, it appears that there is nothing for me to do outside of just confirming what has already been confirmed. Pressing the foot, the knee of the strong arm of the law further onto the back of the neck. of my friend over there. I'm glad you're holding the bar, even without me actively including 20 stacks of brain damage on you all the time. You see, there is this thing about bars, that people with Slavic heritage are generally good at holding them. Usually hostage, but sometimes just holding. I believe it's called Destiny, or might be also known as... Did I just miss the guy? I believe I did. I mean, if I don't use it, I lose it. So it appears we are in this nice cozy spot where everything sucks the usual way. Are you sure this is what you're trying to do, sir?
You've lost the dock.
Will repeat my question. Are you sure this is what you're trying to do, sir?
Be ready to give the signal.
That did not crit.
Fire once the cannons are loaded.
I feel maybe not cheated, but definitely at least a little bit displeased with the result. The outcome has not been my favorite.
The dock's been captured.
Out. He's going to touch me the way that matters.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal.
You cannot touch me in the way that matters. I will not allow that. Oh shit. But the warrior can.
In the archway.
That's strange. I'm pretty sure I had stability there, but...
Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
might have been cleansed. Sorry, stripped. You know, stripped. Like the completely, not at all, weird party game where you strip. That's where my stability went. Just completely out of the picture. Out of time, out of luck.
The bazaar is yours.
How are you feeling today? Did you conquer your fears? What fears? Brother, I am too dumb to know fear.
Your team is.
I straight up need more
You've lost the dock.
crit chance, because this is just not critting. That's the spirit? Yes. I mean, the spirit is the domain of ritualist. My domain is stupidity. That's the stupidity. I think I need to squeeze more crit chance into this thing somehow. Let's see. Will it be enough? If we still have discipline, this should be potentially it. Oh, question. Scoundrel works of blindness or weakness, and our weakness works off of body blows. So yes, we should be good. Let's try that this way. Oh, I just... Silly little me. Bad, Captain, bad. Silly little I. How could I not foresee that I will run out of space in the Wizard Vault? Also, beware. The time is running out. Now that we have slightly recuperated our skill issue, we're going to be very well. Very... Jesus fucking Christ, I'm pressing wrong buttons. Very back into... Wow, no YouTube delay. Streamer is more streamer today. Yes, I have noticed that YouTube, like a system, adds its own delay. But I previously had no idea where that delay is decided. So I genuinely had to watch a video tutorial on how to prevent this delay from appearing and touching my stream in the way that matters. So now I have similar delay on YouTube and on Twitch. At least similar. It's no longer just disastrously different. Okay. No. Oh no, they're gay. The big evil meanie. Yes, big and meanie, those are not oxymorons. I am an oxymoron. I mean, I'm just a moron, but you know what I'm trying to say. Please tell me you did not believe that other point. It would be very not nice. It would turn out kind of cringe. I really don't like how these NPCs play the objective. Like, it makes me very self-aware about the usual teammates I get. Okay, at least we have people... I misclicked. At least we have people on both sides doing job, so it's not bad anymore. I wonder. Question. Because it is my question right now. My, let's say, pet peeve. I'm kind of interested in what you, as a you audience, think from the perspective of, like, potentially ArenaNet right now. What would you think that Warrior needs? Because I have my own, let's say, terrible ideas, but I would like to hear your first. Because I have my own biases, and I would like to, perceive them from potentially less specific perspective. Mortuary. Yes, okay. That is something, definitely. Mortuary is a potential possibility. Let's see the stats we get. We have what we do have here. 67%. 87%. With that will be 97. 97 should be enough. So battle cleansing doesn't really work if we're going to have... Which one is spear? This is spear. Switching to... So let's take cleansing and vulnerability, exposure, and here will be cleansing and energy. And energy. Let's go. This should be better. I'm not a theory crafter, so my thoughts are not great, but I feel like it's just utility. Having the same budget as all the classes in the game at the moment. No, but like from perspective of the studio, what would you predict they would do.
The match starts soon.
Because, you know, they are one of a kind. Let's say it this way. Let me in. Let me there. Let me there. Let me there. Let me there. I know you're eager, but so am I.
Points.
And I
Theirs.
have a bigger eager. So I kind of need to check this. Yes, it's okay. Keep the build for a second.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Fixing what's broken will go a long way. Wood?
Mansion.
That's correct. Nev Blades one above Berserker. It would not be that bad, so long they actually buff it in the way that matters. I almost had a terrible, terrible house fire at the family reunion. Such kind of situation. As much as I appreciate finishing the job, finishing what we started, I have this strange feeling that the teammate this. Now we can do this. It seems we are not that bad. We are in a decent situation. In a decent spot. In a spot that is not bad. I'm still terrified, but
Clock tower captured.
speaking of spot that is bad,
Mansion.
would you like to see us in this happy little thing called a pickle? Uh-huh. It appears that I have.
Enemy captured the windmill.
I've found myself in what's commonly known as a situation.
Clock tower captured.
Are you lagging? Because you look like you're lagging. Okay then. I guess me. Right? Okay. They are defaulting to mid, which I do not... I will not stop them from, because I can then default too far and fully cap it. And watch me fully cap it. And then he got himself into a pickle. Saddest shit I've ever seen. Oh, look at him. He seems to be. Is everyone just having terrible internet, or is it me actually? Okay. Oh god, I am beyond saving. That is 4 people. They just all come for me. This is an experience that I get in my hometown. This is what we commonly know in Poland as wpierdol. This is the realistic what happens when you're rude to the customer service in Poland experience. You just receive what everyone can give. Damn it.
Enemy captured the clock tower.
I have spent my life. Life well spent. Not really well. Unless we get the target down. This is how cookie crumbles. This is how we begin. Our beautiful, beautiful situation of winning the fight. And then, after the fight, comes battle. And after the battles comes war. And after the war comes the warrior himself. As he said, the time has come, and so have I. I don't need my I don't need to press my buttons to deal with you. Yes, but why would he do that? Oh no, look at him, he's mugging me so hard. Look at him. So-called pro tip. Pro tip. Don't try to style on your enemy. Just kill them. Because if you fucking kill them, they will be dead. And they will not be able to style on you. So just kill them. Why would you be mean to customer service? I don't know. It's like, some people just are. And then they get wpierdol and they stop being mean. Because it's hard to be mean when you have no teeth. You just said something like this, and when you sound like this, it's funny. So people just start laughing at them. And so they cannot be mean to customer service anymore. But, you know, the quality... Just Polish people just noticed that quality of... what's his name? Sorry. The ability... If you allow customer service to throw bricks at the customers, like, suddenly customers start behaving more, you know, more rationally and shit. Like, they start behaving like people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I will give you my highest honor. And I will now fight Tilth on the behalf of all of the warrior mains that came before, and those that could not came. And exile dysfunction! Oh, come on. Speaking of all... I could not. This warrior could came. And he did. He deprived me of my God-given right to erectile dysfunction. Kill this man. The man has been killed. This is the life of the warrior. One goes up, one goes down. And everything defaults to the equilibrium. And you will trust me on that. Because I don't know what equilibrium is, and neither do you. We'll get some weapon that's overtuned, so you have to buy the X-Pack to win. They'll nerf it before the next one comes out. The story, staff and spear. I wonder, because they don't seem to be nerfing Paragon, like, as hard as previous specs. Comically speaking, Paragon is still overpowered, and to large extent. Do you think that Paragon will survive till the next, what's his name? Next expansion? CC my favorite, Def is my favorite CC? Correct, Crafty. That's why you play. Guardian. Because that's the Guardian's most valuable CC. The fucking one-shot.
Your team is victorious.
Like, now I feel, right now, I feel like I'm facing people who I should be facing in Gold 1 and Gold 2. Yesterday, it was just a mess. Like, complete and utter mess. That made no sense. You have no idea how just bloody intimidating the clouds look from the outside. Like, on the outside, sorry. From the inside into the outside. Into the unknown, as they say. So if you're asking if it will be Paragon, we made the Paragon, Guts and Glory jokes on this channel a lot, Valn, and you know what? Thank you for appearing. Like, I don't know why, but you know the series of just very unassuming, just PvP gameplay with commentary that that you've put out recently. Like, you had a video about Paragon like 2 days ago. I just stumbled upon those yesterday and like watched, I think 4 of them in a row. Maybe 3, maybe 4. It was like therapeutic experience to me. I may have watched one twice. I don't remember exactly. But it was like very funny watching the... what's his name? Specifically the Paragon video where at the very beginning you just got ganked by 4 people and they ate shit. It was very refreshing to see someone else have this situation. I loved it. Great video. One of my favorites so far. But yeah, I'm generally asking just with how Arena balances Warriors Toolkit, like, do you think that they will do this, move out the old stuff, put in the new stuff as the meta thing once again? Or will they just try to embrace the game and not ruin the class anymore? Because, yeah, like, we got stuff that essentially got completely ruined mainly because of Paragon. Because, let's be honest, that the staff Spellbreaker was not too oppressive. At least not in comparison to what Paragon was doing at the same very time. Like, given, yes, it was using staff, but the difference between staff Paragon and staff Spellbreaker is noticeable. It depends if there will be something inherently broken about the class that can be balanced out, and so far Paragon is just static, so probably not going to. Yeah, that's part of it, but I think that they have pinpointed my issues with Paragon in a short term that they coined as boring power. Because if you look at any warrior spec other than Paragon, they might be weaker, but they're more interesting to play. Like, more engaging, they feel better. So people just don't play Paragon as much because Paragon feels worse. It feels dull. It feels slowed down, stretched. Meanwhile, when you play Berserker, you have this big, snappy, like, points where you... moments. You have these moments of sheer power. Even when you play Core, you have the 3rd level bursts, the sheer moment of power. When you play Spellbreaker, you have resets, sheer moment of power. When you have Bladesworn, you have Dragon Slash. You have sheer heart attack, because if you're trying to hit Dragon Slash on anything, you just die. But that's just Bladeswan. And the realization of Paragon feels worse to play than Bladeswan in, like, fun department is kind of a, you know, daunting. So I'm afraid that might be it. Because people will just don't want to play Paragon to higher extent than other specs. So Paragon might go, like, a bit under the radar in comparison to something like early Spear. Because Spear on Warrior, even now Spear is worth, like, fun enough to be worth playing. So people played. That's logical. Suppose Windy being meta would probably suck for everyone but the Windy. You use shit. Crafty, you mean the, you know, the hopping up and down build? Because if you mean that, then I, you know, mostly agree. Let's see if we can do together. We can kill this guy together as family. It's a staff Paragon. Like this. Core, moment of power. It feels just good to do this, if you know what I mean. To just somebody across the face. That's the good, that's the meat, the juice, the... Paragon just doesn't... It's just... It might be strong, it is strong, but it just feels like a downgrade. And I just missed the fucking thing. That's how you know I don't play with the snap to target features. Okay. Haste Fanir. Okay. I wonder why I wasn't interrupted there. Damn it! Damn it! It appears Steam just doesn't want me. I mean, I understand. I wouldn't want me either. It's just... Sorry, doesn't want me to win. That's more correct. Lining up and landing damage is satisfying. Yes, it is. Like this, like this. Just... You saw that! That was a legit one-shot.
You've taken the mine.
Paragon is like a rip of Guardian and do basic thing like Guardian can. I wouldn't specifically call it that, but it does feel that way. It does feel like you're playing a Paragon ripoff. That is correct.
Your enemy took
Para-staff tactics and defense eating a nerve soon.
the keep is
I don't know if I want to trust that. Not like I don't, I just don't want to. We go to their far and make that our own asset. So long we do, we will get points. This thing called victory points. Sorry, just points. We are contesting points. And look, this guy is also winning. Like, you see? Warrior W, our Warrior W. We're just W keying into the victory. Hello, Captain. How are you, my guy? With a little bit of, you know, speedrunning 7 stages of grief yesterday to today's topic. Acceptance. It feels decent.
Svanir's return.
Uh-huh.
Your enemy took the mine. The keep is yours.
Look at him. Oh no, poor you. Still fighting the elevation.
They took the henge. The keep's been lost.
Ooh, I got feared. By whom? By this gentleman? No. Do you think he's going to find it funny? The other banner? Damn. And in the meantime, we get backcapped by the entire enemy squad.
The chieftain has returned. You've taken the mine.
You're in vengeance. You're not. You should be dead. Why are you not? Damn it. Okay. Ah shit. Second too late.
You've seen
Second too late. I was already pressing the, what's his name? The boost charge. I just suffered skill issue. This seems unfortunate. We have committed the cardinal sin of being stupid, and we were not looking for the backgaps. So even though we have like partially mogged the enemy team over here, we have still suffered and endured the most terrible situation of all. The terrifying, the worst of all, the skill issue. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. Shit. Needs to work for a little longer.
has returned.
Ha!
You've taken the mine.
We can do this, we just have to stop sucking. Oh no. That might be a problem.
You've seized the henge.
How was that an evade?
Your enemy took the mine.
Damn it. That guy got skill issued? So did I. It seems that we have endured the worst issue of them all. The skill issue on the part of our entire team. Including ourselves, but... yeah. This is the beauty of PvP. Even if you're... like... there's always something, there's this thrill of what you may get. It's an actual gambling experience. It's incredible. What is this mantle? You saw that? What was this guy's mantle? That was... okay. I do not recall seeing that thing once. Hi, Vice. I don't know what you're trying to say. Moin? Is it a code for something? Because it sounds like a code for something. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm projecting. As you know. My spirit animal is a projector after all. But I'm just slowly walking into position. Launches are funny. Unless NPCs are just dodge them. I can't believe it. I'm being genuinely gapped by PvE. If I can leave you here for a minute, and we can try to get the other part of the area to work in our favor. Spin, big man, spin! I have a question. Has anyone other than me noticed, like, a change in how skills buffer? Because I don't remember skills buffering as much as they do recently for me. But that might be because of skill issue, or might be because I changed some settings somewhere while fidgeting with my, you know, machine. Sorry, my game, for the sake of just, you know, because I try random bullshit sometimes for content creation, and I may have clicked something and didn't notice. So if there is a setting that affects skill buffering, I might have a use for, you know, that setting specifically. We are launching Vice. It's German, it's hello. Ah! I did not knew that it's German for hello. If I know Guten Morgen and Guten Abend, but not really Moin. It sounds. It doesn't sound kind of like. I would not. If I was to guess, I would not guess what language that is. I would probably say it's Dutch or something, but it's dialect. Usually, it's hello, or other than Guten Tag. Yes, I think you're definitely a bigger. What's his name? You have more authority on that to speak on that than I do. So I will believe you unquestionably, and then I will just be wrong, confidently wrong after. So that's great. That's the best. I'm trying to change a little bit the position in which I sit. Because apparently I am old, extremely old. And with being old comes this thing called very bad pain in the lower back. So I'm trying to prevent that. Because you may not know, but I don't really like very bad pains in the lower back. It's primarily used in northern Germany. Yeah. As I said, I have no possible idea to like guess in which side of Germany that is, because I do not know dialects. The only reason I know some German is because we had we have optional languages in schools, and most frequently thought is basic German. Because people don't really want to learn Spanish and shit for some reason. Even though I would be glad to learn basic Spanish.
You've taken the archway.
Get as far the fuck away from the point as you can. I love German words, they don't mess around. And I love the word for ambulance in German. I don't know what's the word for ambulance German. Was it Krankenwagen or something? My favorite word in German, is for, I believe it's for rabbit. Kaninchen. It just it sounds very, very nice for the for language which usually sounds like angle grinder. Patient plus wagon, yes, but the sheer, Krankenwagen, it sounds a little bizarre when you have brain that's completely incongruent with reality, and the only thing you can put the word Kranken into is heavy is the hand that cranks the hog. Wow, that procced the thing. Wow. Okay, I'm getting mogged. I'm low-key getting mogged. I just got completely and utterly out outshined and outskilled. Yes, I'm getting my full caps lock. Krankenwagen! Yes, I love it. But we should be making fun of languages, but like affectionately. And they say that with full acceptance of the fact that I'm speaking fucking Polish. And that words like jazgorzewszczyzna are completely normal for me to say. Get up, soldier. I still need you.
Your enemy took the archway.
Come on, that's not fun.
Cannons.
Gay, to be gay.
You've lost the dock.
My extent of Polish knowledge is like, co to kurwa jest. Yes, it's kind of the basic Polish. Which is very funny, because the word kurwa is not even Polish word. It's absorbed from Latin. Because just like the word cav in English, it is derivative from Latin. That's the most funny thing. Like, a lot of the, in quotations, Polish, in quotations, swear words are not Polish at all.
The bazaar is yours.
We need to be very careful, or else we're gonna get skill issued again
Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
by this man. We already got skill issued once. Oh shit. As I said. Like I said, I did. I got skill issued again.
You've lost the dock. Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Come on. Wow. Whew. Nice. I like the 1v1s that are not completely one-sided. I like the games that are not completely one-sided. And I like fighting this spellbreaker, this one specific one. No. Bad.
Your enemy
Bad
took
boy.
the archway.
Down. I missed. Alright, we cannot let you revive. Could you please get some healing?
The dock's been captured.
Oh shit. I keep both of them here for a little longer. Maybe like this. It's going to be, let's say, positive for the team.
They've taken the bazaar from you. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. You've taken the archway.
Okay.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Okay. The bro just connected to me via Bluetooth. It is extremely threatening when they do that. They're not just in your head; they're in your IP address as well.
The bazaar is yours.
I made a mistake. Go to sleep.
Ring the bell. Fire all cannons. Your team is victorious.
Whew. It was entertaining. Frame perfect plays, very impressive. But yes, the way that Spellbreaker styled on me was very like frame perfect. But it's also like just showing the plays you get from different players in different skill brackets. Like you still can. Like, there's completely possible to just face really good players despite being like, put in lower elo, because the cross section of player base for PvP is so small that everything gets squished, and you just keep getting the same players over and over again. And wow, the fastest queue in history of universe, which means we're probably going to be facing the same people as the previous game, which I would not mind because those were fun fights. No. German language is a strike. Okay. I'm reading yet more. What's his name? Oh, event. Squirrel. It just so happened, it appears that the PvPQ was a lie. And so, we are exterminating the rats. Rat may not exist. Imagine just spearfishing rats out of the water. The rats seem to not be holding aggro well. Again, and now you can go down. Now you can. When I try to pull, so you are next to me, you filthy rat. You don't come. Filthy bloody rats. Why are you not staying in combat. It's kinda not fun. The most broken NPCs in history of the game when it comes to holding aggro. Okay, event succeeded. Whew, let's go. What do we have here? In the thingy, I would need to buy. Or how much? 4 of those. Oh, let's go. And think. Okay, so what is this shit that I'm looking at? This is King Atrocious. What do they have here? I have those. I have these. I have these. I have them for the. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? For that. For these. Where am I? And what is my name? Oh. Complete mental incoherency. We can use this. Yes, we can use this. By ourselves. Let rush. More let rush. Yes, we can buy more. Let rush. Let rush. Why is this here? This should be here. So it's not lost. In the pile of garbage. This is what trying to save up garbage for legendary does to your equipment. Don't do it. It's not good for your health. Neither the mental nor the, regular one. Aha! Soon you will be able to forget about the big spooky. Let's go. Let's go. Immediately better. Don't worry. It's kind of like refreshing, honestly. Roger, what you want? We will now be having the skill issue. Skill issue that we never had before. I can promise you. Promise. And the promise is going to be great. I'm not lying. Honestly, when was the last time you saw Troubadour? Like, except the previous game? Because the Troubadour does not seem to be extremely strong. I would like to, honestly, I would like to hear, like, from ANET, whether they consider the process of them removing Staff 5 to improve player build, warrior build diversity. I would like to hear if they consider that to be successful. Like, if they successfully attained the goal they were aiming for. Because they just may have metrics that we don't. And I would like to know what sort of metrics they use for this.
You've captured Dragon.
Okay, that was just...
You've lost Dragon. You've lost the field. You've captured Dragon. The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Amalgam. Love to see it.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
I don't know why Amalgam has like... why this specific Amalgam has this much of a beef with me, but... honestly... I don't complain.
You've lost Dragon.
Again, now I'm boned as shit. I will never be able to hide them both.
You've lost the field.
Like, dude, oh, paparazzi. But... wow. Yes, he's still going. This is, comically speaking, the least fucking obsessed amalgam on EU. And the most like annoying problem about amalgam is that you don't get to do shit about this. Because he's just too tanky for me to like threaten him with my burst currently on this build. He's too fast for me to shake him off. But also I have to play very carefully when fighting him because he has on demand instacast, magnetic aura, and a lot of CC, and split damage. Didn't Ant make enough money off of the new LED specs? Still not money they finally balance them. I don't think that I don't think it's about money. Spider-Man. Oh come on, again, 2 people again. Like, and yes, they immediately just spawned on top of me. Because why not?
You've lost life.
This we stay in technically in gold too. Technically. Prefer the blue side of the Colosseum because you can do jumping puzzle on top of ledges pretty high up. It's always something to prefer. I don't have like the what's his name, the actual preference in this case, because playing on the map just lets you go to either of the sides, honestly. Like, look at this rats. Like, the aggro just immediately. They have the attention span of whoever investigates Epstein. Like, look at this shit. Why are you not paying attention to me? I feel ignored. I'm massacring your bloodkin. Like, please. Notice. Let's go. I believe we can be turning in the hearts. The star will dwell, the strand is in tree. Yeah, that's we can just turn in hearts for shipwreck strand. Bye, let's go. Switch sap. Oh. Ooh. Oh, hey, look. Somebody has a good skin. I pretty much like the, what's his name? The skins in the game that are good looking, but they are not you know, overly fantasy. Like, this is a quite decent polearm. It's something that you could use in real life, even though it's a bit oversized on the thickness part, on the width of the blade. It's still something. And the fact that you have spear and staff that are essentially like the same thing is very nice. Looks very nice. It gives you the very nice looking jump. The so-called coherency of the design. Hello. Hello, sir. Surprise. Yeah. Imagine how like terrible would it be to just play the game like this. Yes, I go for the same. The overly flashy ones run immersion for me. The non-functional ones too. Yeah. The unfortunate thing is, like, if you're also a medieval nerd like I am, like, it really, really just you end up having very little things to actually go around with that feel normal to you. Like, I'm already pulling my suspension of disbelief with my own character, who is, let's say, a fucking dumbass who is running around without a helmet. But, you know, the GW2 had a big problem with good-looking helmets previously.
Point A is yours.
Mm-hmm. Damn it.
Point C is in enemy hands. The enemy has taken point B.
Come on. Heal him, please, 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 please. Why did my banner didn't go off? Did it? I was specifically trying for it to... I was trying to banner the guy, the Guardian. Did he got interrupted? I must have been interrupted, yes. Sad. Feel robbed. Come on.
Point A is yours.
And keep them both. Oh no. I will keep them both down. I unfall.
Point C is yours now. Belongs to you.
Oh. The correct way. The objectively correct way to BM a content creator.
The enemy has taken taken point B.
Okay. Boss, the thief. I can never have the day without thief just ruining my parade. The gallant skins are pretty tasteful. Actually an okay greatsword and functional bows too. Yeah, comically speaking, the gallant greatsword is probably the closest to being actual functional, realistic greatsword GW2 has.
Point B belongs to you. Point A is yours.
Skyhammer calibrated to blue.
Point C is in enemy hands.
You really want this, brother? You really want this? What was this? Killed me. He got his wish fulfilled. The wish fulfilled very wishfully.
Cores installed. Charging the laser.
Swiftly. Sufficiently. The girth! Also hello, Captain. Yes. Yes, Leap. The girth! Shame that longbow is a melee weapon.
Point B
Yes,
belongs
but...
to you.
But the girth!
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Ah. See. I have outsmarted you. You may not know this yet. I have, in fact, outsmarted you.
Skyhammer calibrated to blue.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Okay. Was expecting to outsmart him a little harder, but... Hey. We get what we can. Wow.
Point A is yours.
That's a lot of healing. It does not go down without fight. How much? Okay, pick up him.
Point A
Nice one, you.
Point C is yours now.
Hello world. You are the entire world, chat. This is a nice fight, people have options and choices. This is fair. It's nice. Like, when you don't have the meta bullshit just stomping on your parade, it's very nice. But... Waha! 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 I fucked up.
Cores installed. installed. Charging the laser.
No, thief. Thief.
At point A.
Our moment to bitch and moan about 1v1s not being 1-on-1. But hey, you know how 1v1s go. 1 to the 1, 1 to the 3.
Point C is in enemy hands. Point A.
Oh, he might be a little mad. Oh. Look at this. Look at what's going on.
The enemy has taken point B.
I believe that's not reviving. And I believe that will be a Skyhammer for us. Let us then leave our vassal to claim the prize. And let us go to Lefar to finish claiming what we have rightfully stolen. And that's how it should look like. Ah, right. I have stopped paying attention. Sorry. How did it miss?
Point C is yours now. Point A is yours.
Indeed, I am enjoying this. I cannot say if he is like salty joking or happy joking. I hope he's happy joking.
Cores installed. Charging the laser.
What a moment.
Team is victorious.
But hey, it's actually good for once. It's actually fun. For once, we don't have the Cancer Weekend queue. We're once again in the good bracket. And in quotations, good, I mean, everyone's as bad as I am. We can run a few more games. It's nice. Like we are back to low stress, low cortisol, good vibes. We are having fun. It is. Maybe that's just how maybe that's just how it's meant to be played. Maybe that's the point. Maybe we shouldn't be just worrying about the performance in this dead game that is functionally getting more and more dead every coming week, especially with UE, and we should just chill in the lower brackets and have fun with a staff spear core. That's it. That's the wisdom. Mitosis. Chat, mitosis. Just this is what happens. This is what happens when you inject too much slime. You just generate another yourself. It's just fucking. It's mimicked here over again. It's Elden Ring. It just happens all the time. I mean, it should not. Like, like Asuras reproducing asexually. You know what this means? Stomping Toad! Thank you for the follow! This is what it means. A very good moment. A very good moment to follow. I like your comedic timing. Hey Captain, that 1v1 was worth a follow. Let's go. The first one, the second or the third one that involved 3 people? At least it was fun. It's good. We all love some, you know, happy little banter. And I'm actually glad that you've enjoyed some of the gaming that we have partake in. It's good to know that people sometimes actually enjoy playing the game. The game being enjoyable. It is... Oh shit, we're fucked. It's amalgam and 2 conduits. Ouch. That's going to be one of those games. I think the first was the best, not so many interruptions. Yeah, it lasted the longest, it had the most back and forward. You played decently as well. And though I'm playing a little lower on the damage spectrum than I usually do, it is still very enjoyable to fight. It's kind of nice in this game when you're playing something that does not immediately instantly destroy your enemies, but also does not fold like a tissue paper when it's not being cradled by a dedicated support. It feels nicer. It feels smoother. It feels like you have maybe not reached the equilibrium, but you have stepped into the situation where you're just allowed to have your way for a little while. And when it's like that, you just end up having better time because you actually get to play the game. The GW2 is a very good game when you get to play the game. The problem PvP has is that majority of the builds that ended up being meta are just designed to prevent people from playing the game. Oh, I got cucked out of my damage. It was a bit of BM, but oh shit. And like that, we have saved a bro. I mean, it's a garden, so you would be led to believe that it is not a bro, but everyone in the team is a bro. Oh no. Seems we are in a little bit of a pickle. Pickle. Indeed. How did it hit me? Okay. I am kind of puzzled. It was very special kind of hit. I was 100% certain that the... what's his name? That the ranger there is behind the wall, but maybe that's my skill issue. Very thank you. My 1v1 needs improvement, I agree. The slower pace is nicer. Too much quick damage and stealth. Yeah, that's ironically very common opinion about Guild Wars 2. That it's... it has reached the point where it's too fast and too reliant on gimmicks like invisibility to genuinely, like, to have what you would want from the game. Because people just, like, ironically, people just want to bloody fight each other. Like,
Artifacts have reached
people
maximum
just want to have fun. But you don't really get to have fun because, like, the meta of the game is the one-shot meta, essentially.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Like, it's still decent if the game is kind of busty, but it should not be so busty that it invalidates... I missed. Invalidates good play. Good. No. Do not. Shit. I hoped. If that revive landed, it would be so nice. But like you saw the conduit ate almost basically my entire combo and still stood firmly. It is not that that busty of a game. Our engineer on the far seems to have a little bit of a not exactly best time, I can put it this way.
You've captured the field.
Okay. We have obtained a little bit of a breathing space at this point. And we will push to mid.
The Colosseum's
The
artifacts
team
are truly
doesn't
powerful.
need me to get mid. Ooh, we have Necromancer on close. We'll try to quickly get the shield. Let me see if I get interrupted. I will not.
An artifact.
So that's nice. And I will try to quickly help. Oh, that's not good.
The artifacts have reached maximum power. You've lost
I missed.
life. You've lost dragon. You've lost the field.
Unfortunately, the best thing would be if I was left here with the Necromancer alone. Then we would be just able to get the rest of the map going, but
Captured dragon.
I understand why I'm not. This is after all Gold Bloody One. Did I miss? Yeah, I misread the situation a bit. Oh, my stacks run out already. Okay. They do not seem to know what the
Field.
Oh, I missed. Here we are running into V2, so it makes sense to stay. But damn, the team makes it hard to justify.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power. You've captured Lion. You've lost the field.
Okay. I take my responsibility elsewhere. Oh no. I baited Broin. I completely baited Broin.
You've captured Dragon. The artifacts have reached maximum power. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Ouch.
You've captured
Yeah, I got cross-sectioned. Are the weapons you're using legendary? The effects look good. No. I'm using the Darkspear skin. This is like basic bitches weapons. Shouts should give stealth, so all classes who could benefit the most can have stealth like Reaper. If Shouts were giving stealth, that would be fucking atrocious. Like, don't get me wrong, I commend the creativity. I just cannot, in the right mind, see the world where that makes the game the better place.
You've lost the field.
Oh wait. Shit. Yeah.
You've lost Dragon.
It seems to be lost, but at least we had a chance. Because, correction, as I was saying, the warrior shouts, the guardian shouts, elementalist has shouts. Yes, so exactly. You have warrior shouts, you have guardian shouts, you have elementalist shouts. Who else got shouts? Technically, ranger commands kind of count as shouts, but only to some interactions, not to all. So, like, and if you think about it, yes, Necromancer, Reaper has shouts. Also, like, if you think about it, all shouts are technically AoE. So would it all give AoE stealth, or just you know, the stealth to the caster? That's yet another thing. And yet another thing, you know, Shout Swarm is still possible, and it still would work with Lush Forest, severely reducing cooldowns of the shouts. So we would still, by all means, have that cost us 16. Whoa, game. Why? Yeah, but like, if I'm to be honest, I would rather have less classes have stealth than more classes have stealth. The stealth in GW2 is already broken and strongly overappreciated as a mechanic, and they think that stealth should be given less leeway than more, because it's just not very nice to have. Thief gets Shroud, it gets nerfed. Thief already has Shroud. Yeah, as in... Have a good stream. Maybe catch you again in a match. I have to go. Good night, Stomping Toad. Have fun. Spectre Butts Grab. Huh? Butts Grab? That sounds like a name of a fetish or something. Maybe I'm just misreading it. Garbage. Spectre but garbage. Indeed. That would... I also misread that, so... it's also on me. Lol. That's correct. Laugh at this user. User being me. Minor spelling mistake. I read butt grabs, so did I. So did I. That's, you know, you and me and you, we have similar brain damage, apparently.
Added a few more things to my list. Not complaining though. Means I get to help the hall gardeners out more.
Mini dancing crab is one of the things that you need for the... what's his name? I'd argue the biggest problem with GW2's PvP experience is that it's too bursty, but there is a huge incongruence between player movement and damage movement. It is. GW2 is unfortunately kind of the game of extremes, but it is best at its worst at this point. Because if you're trying to play it optimally, you end up optimizing a lot of the fun out of the game. But if you're playing it, let's say, very bad, very poorly, it ends up being the most fun experience ever. I mean, sorry, like, when everyone plays the game badly, it's very good. But when everyone plays the game very well, it just feels terrible to play, unfortunately. But that might be my, you know, personal experience. Very non-biased personal experience. Like, everybody's a big personal damage AoE during burst window, but good builds to that while also teleporting through walls and or going invisible. Yes, that is correct. Unfortunately, the small problem with, like, how do I say this? With MMO PvP is that more often than not, MMOs get a lot of skills that work essentially like a broadcast, to whom it may concern. You're just sending the, like, nuke into the ether and hoping that it will reach whoever it is meant to reach. There is no the skills are not deliberate enough. And the skills in good competitive games should be deliberate. Like, you know, Warrior is quite a decent example of how the game should be made, because Warrior has a lot of, like, small AoEs. But also, like on staff specifically, we have this giant pool, which let us group enemies for our small deliberate damage. And that's the best way to make, like, AoEs work. You use something that groups people together, or enemies together, and you use small area of effect damage. That is deliberate. And so you create, like, therefore you have still ability to teamfight properly, but you have less AoE spam. The problem with GW2 PvP is that a lot of builds where the meta is a top 10, where it's good and okay and trash, were... well, meta builds negates elements of fun and straight cancel even playing them. The term meta ruins every competitiveness in any game. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Guild Wars 2. S- Why can't I? Wow. You seem to have a problem.
You've lost the field.
How did it miss? How did the blood miss?
Sharper still.
Wow. Oh. Yeah. Some would like to climb playing what they want and others play what works best, and it's not fair. Yes, but like you cannot blame somebody for playing something that works. In ideal world, the things that you like would just work. But we do not live in ideal world, and therefore
Blades away.
there is just enormous difference between what works and what's fun to play, usually.
The artifacts have
And
reached
even
maximum
more,
power.
what works and what is fun to play against are complete two different countries.
You've lost Dragon. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Warrior to the rescue!
You've captured the field. You've lost Dragon. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Oh man. I've made a very silly mistake. I will revive the friend. The friend revived. I was not aiming for an elementalist because elementalists can just nullify the attempt with their mist form. It has the case, and it should remove trash build, make PvP template base, like Marvel Rivals. That's a very bad idea. Guild Wars 2 is not Marvel Rivals. That is just bad. Like, the joy of build crafting is part of
Captured Dragon.
why people like MMO PvP. The problem is not that things work better or worse. The problem is that meta counters literally everything. That's the problem. That's the only problem. If meta wasn't extremely oppressive, it would be okay. Because the issue is not with meta existing. Issue is with meta squandering life out of the game. Like, I need to remind you, we had meta directly before Visions of Eternity. And before Visions of Eternity, people weren't complaining about the meta. At least not to the same extent that we see today. Because the meta was not just annoying to fucking play against. Honestly, just the last quarter before Visions of Eternity was probably the most fun. The PvP was basically since possibly since EOD. I know it's a bold claim, but according to at least I had the most fun then, and there were actual like good decent builds that people played that were off meta and worked, or at least there was like multiple build that worked for each role. Like Spellbreaker had legit staff like Axe Mace staff build. Yes, like every warrior, like just Spellbreaker builds that worked. We had Staff Mace, we had, what's his name? We had Staff Mace, we had, Staff Axe Mace, we had Staff Spear, and we had Double Mace Staff. And all of these worked. All of this worked. And there was also dedicated support Spellbreaker build. Spellbreaker alone had 4 builds. Then we also had Condi Bazooka, which also worked. So Warrior had 5 builds. Currently Warrior only has Support Paragon, DPS Paragon, and Condi Bazooka. So we lost 2 builds from essentially being meta. So at least from Warrior's perspective, before Visions of Eternity was better than currently is. Can you clarify the trait Dodged March? Do you always have the 33% reduction, or... yeah. The Dodged March works in that way that you always get the reduction on the duration of incoming movement impairing conditions, but the cooldown only is in relation to the regeneration you get. It's boon application internal cooldown, so you don't get perma-regen from this. Or at least so that you cannot build up regen. Dodged March, like comically speaking, if you combine Dodge March with something like Rune of Resistance, you get about 50% movement impairing condition reduction, which also stacks with Alcoholic Fatherstand's innate, its own condition duration reduction. So you can have quite a lot. The strongest warrior build was run by Goku and won many MTs. It was Core Longbow Shouts. Core Warrior. Now it's better running Paragon in the meta. Core Longbow Shout Warrior. Wow. Oh, it sounds so troll, but it also like sounds like something that may legit work if you have teammates on voice comms. So now we get this, and then we get this, and we will be set up for tomorrow. So one more game, one more game, one more game, and we will be here tomorrow, same time. How to even play Paragon after the nerfed motivation gain and the F2 at the damage buff trait being caught in the fallout? The same way you played previously. You just spend more time on second level motivation threshold instead of third level motivation threshold. Like, it's literally just this. It's still strong, it just feels worse. But hate on the Ritualist is valid. I hate that spec as well, and every Visions of Eternity spec in general. Yeah, Visions of Eternity specs are very overtuned in general. The only ones that are not are those which got already nerfed into oblivion. Paragon looks like the most lazy spec they ever made. It is. It just is. They took my damage. Damage is still there. Damage is still there. Paragon was so overpowered that it got nerfed. With all of the nerfs Paragon got, it's still the strongest warrior specs, numerically speaking. It's just... it's a stat check the spec, unfortunately. It's... the only thing Paragon does is it stat checks people. So it's... it is strong, but it's also incredibly boring. It's the most... it's boring power, as I said previously. So I already ranted on today, but I'm willing to rant again. You just generate barrier passively. You just generate healing passively. You just generate might passively. You just generate defensive wounds passively. You just have more damage passively. Like, everything that Paragon does is passive. And so it feels worse than other warrior specs, even though it is technically stronger. The guy doesn't even know about Hambo. Guildust PvP was cooked before even EOD release. Yeah. It's like, the Hammerbow Warrior was... it's something that I remember very vividly, because I wasn't like, when this game came out, I wasn't playing very, in quotations... I wasn't playing PvP a lot, because when this game came out, I was significantly younger than I am right now, and I just had completely no standards. So I was essentially just running around world v world, open world, correction, and being a little shitter. I only started playing PvP at all, like playing Guildust competitively, somewhere around Heart of Thorns, like shortly after Heart of Thorns, when Dragon Hunter already was in the game, because Dragon Hunter was like the first spec that I, in quotations, mained in PvP. And I sucked profusely, and I never get out of silver with it. But then I took a longer break, returned somewhere after... like shortly after Path of Fire, played through Path of Fire story, played through Living World Season 4, then I had like a bit of World v World adventure, got yet another break, returned somewhere around End of Dragons, and since End of Dragons I play without a break. I mean, without a longer break. My longest break since End of Dragons were like 3 months. So I remember Hammerbow very vividly, but I was not. I do not expect it currently to be strong. But I know that Warriors general support, in quotations, options, and the options it has, not exactly just for, how do I say this? Ooh, looks. Somebody, quotations, knows what they're doing. and somebody's having a lot of fun with that. Ooh, that was a very nice catch. Very nice catch. Mm-hmm. Nice counter. I can't play anything in 1v1 except Defend Basma. Though, because portaling back and into objectives just feels too good. Might be. Some shout animation and stuff wings. Yeah, the Paragon. It's just... as I said on numerous occasions, it's just core but worse. Necros suffer to play the class. Warriors play the class to suffer. We're not the same. Happens. But we're also not so different, you and I. Both of us conclude the gaming with the suffering. It is the symbiosis of two elements. One of which is pain.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing.
But hey, what's his name? The... Necromancer weaponizes pain, the warrior embraces it.
The artifacts have reached maximum power. You've lost life.
Okay, that just missed. Just straight up missed.
Blue team has obtained an artifact.
They should make like a Spear 5 that does not miss around objectives. Randomly.
You've lost the field. Blue team has obtained an artifact.
Okay, I love it. Oh. Have you accepted your pain or still in it? Ambishard, you are watching this on YouTube. Therefore, you have seen the thumbnail. And you perhaps seen the word acceptance written all over it. It is a subtle hint at this thing we like to call 7 stages of grief, which are, as ancient Romans used to say, based. You are coming back up. Why? Because I said so.
You've captured Lion. You've captured the field.
Damn it. I missed. I hope the pro will not see me.
You've captured Lion.
Still
You've lost
standing.
Dragon.
Barely.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power. turrets have reached maximum power.
Thieves are having a thief off. Maybe we should go and check that out.
You've captured the field. Blue team has obtained.
It's too late. Sorry. I have failed you. We're going to have thief over there. Beware. He's coming for the other buff. Not good. Okay, but we're having secured sides.
Blue team has obtained.
Damn, that's a good quote. And?
Captured dragon.
I mean, you know that I might not be literate, but if I keep yapping, I will have a good quote eventually. I don't know if you're still playing Warrior on ranked PvP. It's hard to believe. A lot of things I do is hard to believe. But I am. Like, you know, I do not do things just for the people to believe in them. My motivations usually are far more incongruent with reality than that. Hmm. Oh, come on.
The Colosseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Ready, willing, and able.
I really like Mirage. It's very fun spec to play against. It doesn't feel bullshit at all. Play Longbow Bladesword and you can camp guns and they drop out of...
Captured lion.
Oh, like, the Longbow Bladesword was already, let's say, introduced to me as a possibility. It's just... it's not exactly a possibility that I find
Red team has
too endearing. Like that fucking cat to leave me alone. Yeah. How this Mirage even dies, honestly? How? How did you got out of this? Like, it was frame perfect.
Your team is victorious.
Right, never mind. I shall not complain. I shall not complicate things anymore. Tomorrow, we will see each other. We will try the new PvE content. We will do a little testing of the new... I'm ending stream right now, Sam. sorry, Pandura. I'm ending stream right now. So, you have came at the worst possible moment. I really admire your patience for playing PvP 3 hours a day. It's surprisingly nice to... What's his name? To... Okay, everyone, don't disappear yet. Let me just give the due diligence, so-called, to the streamer bullshit, you know. This thing. A big sign of gratitude to all the generous supporters, continuously considering my dubious quality content worth their money. And also a big sign of gratitude to all of you who have arrived to bless me with your presence. To all of you who have decided that your time is worth, that I am worth your time. And your follows, your chats, your everything. I know that you don't care, Pandura, because nobody cares about what you think. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. And Crabface,